Jizzle. Let the beat breathe, gangster.
Just in case you did not know it, on yesterday, Kamala Harris had a rally in Atlanta, and it gave you like, oh, Atlanta's hype for her. Like, people are so excited for her. I know you felt it. I know you saw it. She even brought out ratchet Megan Thee Stallion, shaking her butt, twerking for a political rally, talking about hotties for Harris. That did not turn your stomach. Like, that is pandering, like, if you've ever heard it. But that's not the catch 'em. Do not let that rally looking fool you, because Fulton County has been doing this for years. Before the rallies, they get busloads and they go pick up the homeless people. They offer them food, drink, and a little change to come to the rally, so the rallies will look full. Now, you got to realize she just dealt with the rally, and I want to say it was Pennsylvania, where it was less than 60 people. It was quite embarrassing for her. And so that's not going to go down in this blackety black city. Okay. It's just not going to go down. They are absolutely going to make sure that thing looks packed out. So I want you to know, that's why you only saw certain angles as well. But I want you to know, people aren't for her like that. That's why they're having to pick up homeless people. That being said, I'm going to give her this. She's not the only one. It is a very Fulton County, Atlanta thing. You can see it before all of the Democratic rallies. You can see it. Now, I've never seen them pick up people and pay them to vote Democratic, but it's been said for years that they literally will go pick up homeless people on the days of the election and pay them to vote. They need the money, so they do it, because what poor and desperate is what they're banking on. I haven't seen that, but I have absolutely, and I saw yesterday them picking up the homeless people to come to the rally. So do not be fooled. They'll tell you it's a lie. I'm telling you. This right here.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the basement. So we're gonna get into this real quick, because what this lady right here said at the beginning of this video, it seems like it's true, man. It seems like all of this stuff about Kamala Harris, all these videos that are popping up everywhere, all over the internet. I mean, if you Google Trump rally, you'll get Kamala Harris rallies and stuff like that, man. If you Google Trump assassination attempt, you'll get something about Kamala Harris that's popping up everywhere all over the screen. I tried it on Google and it actually worked, and Kamala Harris came up. So that's kind of crazy. But um, right here by Politics, they got an article that's coming out that says that's kind of explaining the exact same thing that this lady is saying. That all right, so it says dystopian sh, Kamala Harris online support is well funded and inauthentic, influencers claim. So that means that influencers on the internet and on social media, YouTube, all of that stuff is claiming that all of this stuff is inauthentic that's coming out. All of this stuff that you've seen about Kamala Harris, all these clips about her being brat and all this other type stuff. So that's kind of crazy right there, you know. So we're gonna get to the next part of this article real quick, and I'm gonna read it to you. Let me get it up. All right, so it says right here, the Kamala is Brat TikTok trend, among other viral Kamala Harris meme videos, are likely an AstroTurf effort by the Harris campaign and our allies to manufacture appeal to young voters. Several Gen Z online content creators told the caller almost immediately after Harris became the presumptive Democratic nominee. Old clips of her speaking spread online like wildfire, often adapted into memes meant to make Harris look cool or humorous. Democrats proclaimed that the videos were evidence of organic excitement about Harris, but some content creators claimed they were solicited to post about Harris in exchange for money, while others say the effort looks astroturf as opposed to being grassroots. Okay, so basically they getting paid to put out this stuff about Kamala Harris, man. All this good PR stuff about her. You know what I'm saying? Because it's everywhere. Every time you get on the internet, it's floating around everywhere, man. all this stuff about Kamala Harris this, Kamala Harris that, you know. And I mean, my view on it, man, if you gonna win, win straight up. Win on policy. You ain't gotta come through and have Meg the Stallion come to your concert, which, that right there was crazy in itself, man. That was disrespectful. And it's all over. I mean, I've been seeing it everywhere, people calling it disrespectful, and then it's like what do we really stand for? What does our vote really mean to us? Does it mean that they could come in, people can come in and just say, well, hey, I'm gonna act like you for a couple minutes and I'm gonna gain your vote, and then you gonna vote for me and I'm not gonna give you nothing because you didn't ask for nothing. Like there's no substance there. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't ask her about policy. They didn't ask her about why the last 4 years has she, as her being the border czar or in charge of the border, why hasn't she done anything to curb my immigration? You know, why aren't these tough questions coming out? And I think it's because she thinks that she can go over there, she could go to these cities and stuff like this to the, to appeal to black voters just like this, because they're not gonna ask her about policy. They're not gonna ask her these hard questions like with immigration. Why is it that if she wanted to come down so hard on immigration, right? Now these two things don't even make sense. So if she wanted to come down so hard on immigration and make sure that she curb immigration, curb the surge of immigration, why did that administration sue Texas for enforcing its own border laws? Because Texas has a right to do that. Tell me that doesn't make sense to me. I can't make them two things make sense. Like if you're trying to curb illegal immigration, then why wouldn't you just let Texas do its job? Let Texas handle that. Send them some people down there so that they can handle the border crisis that's going on right now. That's actually plaguing these black communities. That's actually hurting these black people in these communities, and not just black people, just low income people, minorities. You know what I'm saying? It's hurting a lot of people in those communities. You know, so why would she let this go on? That doesn't make sense to me. And she needs to answer these hard questions. You know, and why would Biden come in also and say that he wouldn't build another inch of border wall when he came in? But these are the people that, as soon as they bring out Meg the Stallion or something like that, ooh, we gonna vote for him. We gonna vote for him because they kind of can get the little, they can kind of get like us a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But really, like, are you okay? You can do that, but are you looking out for my best interest in the end? Like, are you actually gonna help with the things that are going on in my neighborhood? You know? So, and I don't believe that they are. I don't believe that. You can't just come out here and do that and don't present no policy. What sense does that make? And how does that make us look when we vote for that right there? How does that make us look? You know, I mean, right now, okay, right now, they're, and I'm gonna give you another thing too. They're giving, they have given $66 billion in the year of 23, because the year of 2024 isn't up yet. So in the year of 2023, they have gave illegal immigrants $66 billion with a B, billion. Okay. Now somebody just take a guess of how much money they gave to our military veterans. All right, 3 billion. The people that actually like laid their life on the line and served for this country and could have died. Okay, these are veterans. They only gave them 3 billion. So what does that say? Do they really care about the American people like they say they do? Okay, not even to mention that. I mean, they giving the Taliban 80 million a week. Okay, but these are the people. This is the administration that we want to actually support, right? This is the one that we're gonna support just because they come around and they want to call Donald Trump Hitler, or they want to say, well, Donald Trump's gonna do this, or Project 25, or whatever, which is not even affiliated with Donald Trump. You know, like that is crazy, and he's came out and said that numerous of times. The man doesn't need to come out and keep saying it over and over and over again for people to get it. Just look at his 4-year record. Compare his 4-year record and how you were doing financially then to the past 3 years. How are you doing? Are you doing better or worse? Because I was doing better. And that's just my honest opinion on it. I was doing better. And furthermore, does anybody remember that train derailment in East Palestine? I think it was I think East Palestine, Ohio. Okay. Does anybody remember that? I think I forgot what year it happened. I think it was in 2000. It may have been 2023, I think. Okay. Tell me why that it took Biden a year just to visit East Palestine after that train derailment. And I don't even know if Pete Buttigieg, which is supposed to be the transportation secretary or whatever, I don't even think he's even visited. I don't even think Kamala Harris has even visited East Palestine after that train derailment. Those people, water and stuff, all that stuff is messed up. They can't even drink the water around there. And it'll be messed up for a very long time from the sources I've looked at. Tell me why instead of sending $80 million to the Taliban every week, why can't they send that money to East Palestine? Okay. What about the $66 billion just in 2023 that they spent on illegal immigrants? What if they invested that into these low income neighborhoods? Why what would happen if they did invest that money into those small low income neighborhoods? What would have happened? Okay, like that is one of the main, those are just the main reasons why I cannot choose to vote for this administration. And especially now they're censoring things. This administration is censoring things on Google. Like Google, it's like it's like the the Trump administration, man. This guy's had his house trying to get his house taken from him. You know, they tried to break his family up with some lawsuit with some woman or whatever that he was supposed to harass or whatever. It ended up being a civil case, okay? And and come to find out, it was a nothing burger, right? And then about the classified documents, okay? So you want to talk about that, but you want to tell Biden that they've been collecting documents for the past 40 years he's been in government, okay, that now he's too old and frail and can't remember nothing, that we can't prosecute him, right? So he's all good. Let's just shrug that to the side. But this dude was collecting documents for 40 years. But these news organizations are up in a roar because this man has some documents at his house when he was president, right? And then on top of that, they admitted in court. So the little pictures that you see with all the classified pictures on top of them, all the classified sheets on top, they placed that there before they even took the picture. That was even admitted in court. They have tried to take this man off the ballot in states, okay? And they found that it was that they could not do that. It was unconstitutional, that they couldn't do it, so they had to put him back on the ballot. So basically, they tried to take your right to even if you didn't want to vote for him, okay? That's still unconstitutional. That's still wrong, okay? To take that man off the ballot because they always say voting rights matter, right? Okay. if voting rights matter so much, why, when the bill came to Congress, okay, a bill came to Congress s- uh, to not allow any illegals to vote in in federal elections, okay? You ask yourself, that should be a bill that should be supported by both sides of the aisle, 100 down the middle, okay? Right? Okay. Tell me why no Democrat voted for it. Ask yourself, I think these are the questions we need to start asking, because if they're so pro voting rights into making sure that your vote matters, the minority vote is a big factor, and it should matter, then you shouldn't be allowing illegals to vote, okay? And that's wrong. And all of these things just adding up, man. And then on top of that, they persecuting the man to death. You know what I'm saying? They persecuting Trump to death. On top of that, and then they doing all of this wrongdoing, and people are still talking about, oh, I'm voting for Kamala because she black, and she a woman. Is that it? Is that is that it? Like, there, you don't you don't want nothing for your vote. You just want somebody that looks similar to you, that's a woman, to hold power. No matter what she does, she could go in and wreck the whole country, but at least you got somebody that looks like you up there that wrecked the country. And then in a year or two after they done wrecked it, then you're gonna come around and be like, oh well, dang man, I should have voted for the other guy. That's why we have time to look into these issues and start asking the important questions about who these candidates that we are selecting are, and what are they going to bring to us as citizens of the United States. What are they going to help, and are they going to get us in any more wars? Okay, because no wars kicked off under President Trump, but now we have Russia and Ukraine, and China drawing in on Taiwan. I mean, we have the it we have the other war with Israel going on right now. So, I mean, when are we gonna start looking out for America first? When are we gonna start looking out for the people that live here? All of this money going to other countries, and not to our veterans, and not to the people in our low income communities. I don't think it's right, man, and I think it's wrong. But like I said, we should start asking important questions, not worried about race, color, gender, or whatever. Ask the important questions, because these people are gonna be representing us, and they're gonna be representing us for the next 4 years and making big decisions that's gonna impact our lives. And I think that's important, and we should take it that way, not just sideline issues and play like we don't see what's really going on. But anyway, y'all, I'm going I'm gonna get out of here, man. I done rambled on a little too long, but like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment down there, man, in the comment section. Let me know what you think, man. If you got anything that you disagree with or agree with, just let's hit me up, man, and I'll try to respond or whatever, if I can. Um, but anyway, man, you in the basement. I gotta get out of here. I gotta feed my dog 'cause he moaning. Anyway, all right, y'all. Y'all have a good day, man. I'm out of here.